People cry. Remember how you went to the maternity ward?
Gee, I'd forgotten that.
What about the maternity ward?
When Dorothy's father was sick in the hospital, she and I would go upstairs and visit the maternity ward. The night Sal died, I went looking for Dorothy and found her there. I remember because they were just putting a newborn in his bassinet.
I'm sorry.
I thought you'd be happy.
You want me to be happy? Help me put away the dishes.
You still angry with me?
I was never really angry. I was worried.
Oh, for heaven's sake, go on.
No, Dave, I better do this by myself. You might get hurt. 3, 4. I guess there's been some kind of misunderstanding. But a Sunshine Cadet never lies.
I have 2 announcements. This press conference is canceled, and I'm proud to be the newest citizen of Miami. If anyone wants to reach me, my name is Dave.
Lunches,
Phone calls, pajama parties,
dance recitals, baseball games,
cooking,
singing,
worrying.
praying.
Girls, we came in here to discuss my problem.
Sorry, Blanche.
Well, I just hate myself for feeling this way, but I don't want to be a mother again. I mean, it was a wonderful experience at the... I have 49 more of them. We're rich. You're half right.
Blanche, you just paid $50 for those. You should split them.
Split them? Are you kidding? Don't be crazy. I paid for these fair and square. You said yourself all deals are final.
Charlie would want me to have them.
George...
I have a problem.
I'll say. You should never have stopped using that depilatory.
Ma, I'm up here.
Oh!
Ma, Rose isn't talking.
Wow! Jean, could you tell me what the future holds?
Sure. In January, Brooke Shields and Lady Di will star together in a Broadway musical comedy. Senator Edward Kennedy will once again run for the...
No, I mean what the future holds for me and Jonathan.
Rose? I'm not getting...
Me, Stan. Look, I know it's late, but I had to come by. I have awesome news.
Dating someone over 12?
Ma, that's not nice. Is that it, Stanley?
No! Congratulate me, everyone. I'm getting hitched.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, congratulations, Stan.
Tell us all. Rose the Sheraton.
Dorothy?
Cousin Magda.
Such a beautiful home. Who sleeps with government official?
That would be my friend Blanche. Ma, we can't afford that.
That's the thing. The classifieds are filled with ads from people who couldn't find a hotel room this weekend and want to rent a room any place they can.
I'm not opening my home to boarders. Oh, they usually just turn out to be low-life trash who'll make a mess, and half the time you can't get your money from them. Gosh, I didn't realize how long Dorothy's solo is. I sure hope the doctor says she's going to be all right.
Arrange the ice cream scoops in an obscene way. I could never prove it because by the time I would take it home to show my father,
Well, little Betty is a joy, but she's going to have to trim her mohawk if she wants to play Mary in the Christmas play.
Sounds like you need to unwind.
I think I need to retire.
Look, I know it's late, but could we go for a drink?
Sure, yeah, I'll settle for that.
Well, Doc, before you get started, I just want to say that I love this woman. And although she's angry, I believe she still loves me. So please, please, Dr. Halpern, help the two of us put this crazy marriage back together.
Put the marriage back together? You told me we were coming here.
I like Jean. I like her a lot. But I think she's in love with me.
She told you.
Well, not in so many words, but I knew what she meant. Unless I'm wrong, Dorothy. Now, you know I'm wrong about so many
honey,
things.
you're not wrong about this.
Well, Dorothy, what am I going to do?
Then they just don't get the message.
Oh, Blanche is so right, Dorothy. That was exactly the problem I had with Eddie Parker. He was this real sweet guy who was crazy about me, but I just didn't feel the same way about him. You see, when Charlie went off to war, I went to work for our local U.S.
I found it.
Good morning.
In here. Get in here. Where in the world did you come from?
The coffee shop at the bus station. I went there from the hospital to, think things out. But this toothless old wino who claimed he was Elvis kept hounding me for bus fare to Graceland.
Okay, Mrs. Hawkins. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about your mother's history.
Picture it. Sicily, 1900. An olive-skinned woman set sail for the New World.
I was talking about her medical history.
So was I. You think that was a pleasure cruise?
Medicine.
You took it after dinner, and then you went to sleep. Now, read me how much medicine you're supposed to take. I don't remember.
2 teaspoons every 6 hours.
That's wrong.
Ma, it's written here in black and white.
So, the pharmacist made a mistake. He's not perfect. If the man really knew what he was doing, he would be a doctor instead of John. In the future, a simple, none of your business, Sophia, will suffice.
Tell me honestly, Blanche, do you have any reason to believe that Laszlo might be interested in you?
Well, just the fact that on numerous occasions he has referred to me as his greatest artistic inspiration ever, bar none.
I feel so bad about what happened last night. I may have ruined an ideal relationship, and for what?
Well, it's your own fault for cheating on Miles.
Blanche, it was your idea.
It's the execution, Rose. I said don't get caught.
What's wrong?
Lucy didn't come home last night. Her bed has not been slept in.
Calm down, Blanche.
I'm going to call the police.
Oh, Blanche, I'm sure she'll be fine. I mean, what's the worst that can happen to a 20-year-old girl in Miami? Oh, my God.
Good morning. Lucy? Oh, for heaven's sake.
Rose, if you'll pardon the metaphor, if you hear something you like, don't analyze it, just dance to it. You understand?
I think so. Except what a metaphor is.
Who needs metaphor?
Hi, Dorothy. Why's your lipstick all smeared?
I just kissed our driveway.
Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Hi,
Rose.
Oh, hi, Rose. Would you consider teaching me how to drive?
Oh, sure, Sophia. How about this? I teach you how to drive and you teach me how to be a great Italian.
Yeah, neither do I, but I'll tell you, if ever I sleep with Mr. Wizard, I'll find out what it is. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. It's just, last night should not have happened, but it did. And it obviously means more to Stan than it does to me. I mean, right now he's hurt and he's vulnerable.
Why didn't you tell me that this morning? People and changing our past histories? To me, that's almost like lying. And that's against everything I am.
Rose, what's the natural color of your hair?
I'll get the car.
In Mr. William Shakespeare's masterpiece, Macbeth, I feel sure after our date he'll make a decision in my favor.
Oh, wait, come on. Now, Blanche, you're not just using this guy to get a part in a play.
Of course not, Dorothy. I'm going to let him use me to get a part in a play.
Blanche, does he have a friend for Dorothy? We know this is...
Isn't this a bit sudden? Odd and a bit sudden?
No,
I've been doing it for years at children's hospitals. It's been the one bright spot in my life. That and you. Dorothy, I've been lawyering 70 hours a week since I was 25. Can change it.
Oh, she means in the set.
Where's Sophia?
Oh, she and Gloria went shopping. They haven't come back yet.
Gloria seems like a lovely person.
She is a lovely person. And she's sophisticated and worldly and wealthy and has never had a pimple in her life. Entire life.
But it did turn out to be a lovely Valentine's cruise.
Well, it did not. We never even had to use those condoms.
You didn't? I used every one of mine. Late at night, I filled them with water and threw them at the people in the limbo line.
Pressing. Whose wake is it anyway?
Mine.
What time?
No, she's serious. Next Friday, Sophia's gonna throw her own wake. Food, drinks, music. The only difference will be she'll be alive. God willing.
What are you talking about? Now remember, girls, as far as anybody else here is concerned, Jasper DeKimmel is in perfect health.
Right.
I'm surprised Jasper's not here tonight. He never misses one of these auctions.
Well, it's not because he's dying.
I told him that although there was nothing between us, I couldn't see him anymore.
Oh, I've been such a creep.
I know.
I wish I could explain it, but I can't. I think some of it may be that I didn't want to share my memories. I mean, that part of my life with Stan is over.
No.
What?
No, I won't watch the kids.
But you love it when the kids come over for a visit.
That's not the point. I won't let you throw away good money. This TV thing is just a fad.
Hey, did you notice turkey comes with stuffing?
Ma, TV is not a fad. Otherwise, Swanson would have called those radio dinners.
I probably do all sorts of things that annoy you.
Oh, not really.
Go on. It would do us both a world of good to hear the things you change about me.
Ah, but, well, there is one thing, Rose.
Really?
Yeah. You hum, Rose.
I hum.
Softly, happily.
A sale? Well, can we get in trouble having a garage sale? I mean, we're not actually selling a garage.
If it's a choice between the two of them, let the blind one make change.
Isn't it
The Board of Health threatens us.
I can't do it.
Forget the Bahamas. How about dinner?
Dorothy, listen.
What?
I have to tell you something.
What?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but when I was dating, the man used to make all the moves.
How many men have you dated? Now, I know what you meant, and I'll tell you, I don't think that's old-fashioned. I think it's kind of nice.
How did you spend your evening?
Parent-teacher meetings. 5 hours of saying things like, well, you're well, whatever.
Ladies, you're forgetting something?
What?
Mrs. Claxton, we can't keep her.
Yeah. You know, it's really been interesting. I got hit, did chores, learned all about handicapped animals. All in all, it hasn't been half bad. And if it's all right with you, I wouldn't mind living here full time.
I have a confession to make. Ma, I came here to beg you for the last time not to get married. I didn't want you and Max together because it looked like you were cheating on Pop. I know it doesn't make any sense, but I still think of the two of you as being married, and I didn't want Max taking Pop's place, but...
Falling in love. I haven't felt this way since your father. But Tony looks at me as a friend, as a companion.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I'm picturing him naked and I'm not laughing.
If you want my advice, I think you should sleep with him.
Done.
But as Leslie wasn't a mule. She was a big fat lady who pulled fireballs. she was too old to pull a plow, how could she ever pull a tractor?
She's a very sweet kid. She'll understand.
I tried that. She said no.
What do you mean?
She's not a sweet kid anymore. She's holding Fernando for ransom.
Come on.
Dorothy, she sent me one of his ears.
She's smart?
Well, yeah.
Hot damn!
Hi, Blanche. I was sitting home feeling sorry for myself, so I thought I'd do some risk-taking and invite myself over. Here I'm...
32 years of marriage, laid off from your job at grief counseling. Hobbies, cheese making. Stamp collecting and Viking history.
They sent a bullet to bite on.
Your choice, Blanche. Razor or cream remover?
Cheesecake. This reminds me of the first time I ever shaved my legs. It was at a slumber party when I was 11 years old. What's a slumber party without snacks?
Instead of cheesecake, let's have oatmeal cookies.
So-so. No, again, that was not mine. They sell bumper stickers out of the Thimble Museum. So, Rose, how about tomorrow night? Dinner at the usual, huh? And, you know, we've been putting off that trip to Zipper.
Mom, dinner was delicious.
Oh, it certainly was. You must have spent all day in that kitchen.
Oh, no, it's a simple recipe. You just take some mashed potatoes and mixed vegetables and ground lamb and throw them all together. Where we come from, it's called shepherd's pie.
Where I come from, it's called garbage.
Hey, I don't think my mother was planning on using the suntan lotion on the chicken. What do you mean you've made that mistake before?
President Bush is coming to dedicate the new senior citizen center down the street. The motorcade goes right by here.
So?
So, all the neighbors on the block will be out on their lawns. It'll be 100 degrees out.
Well, I might. You want me to take a look?
Forget it.
Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you like that. I'm just a little uncomfortable here.
Helps if you stuff newspapers under the mattress.
Well, that's not what I meant. I was talking about being here at the shelter.
This is your first...
Thank you and good night. Well, Ma?
5 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh, that's a little long. What should I cut?
After hearing that act, you're through.
Come on, Ma, you expect me to believe that? Promise me you won't drive.
I'll draw a face on my hand.
Ma, what are you doing up?
I've got an hour till my paper route starts, so I thought I'd do some chin-ups. I was worried about Rose. I'm a member of this family, too.
I'm sorry. Ma, that's really very sweet, considering that we have to get up so darn early.
Be coy, I could drop hints, but I'm past that. Jamie, when George died, I began to feel incomplete. I tried to find what was missing. I tried to find it in another man. Men.
Ma, I have no intention of blowing this. No, Ken is perfect. I mean, aside from being one of Miami's most successful lawyers. Thank you, Ma. The man is caring. He's sensitive. Do you know that on weekends he actually puts on a clown's costume and entertains sick kids at the hospital?
Blanche, how do you feel about performing in front of a video camera?
I think it's all right as long as you've already had at least 3 dates.
It's for my video class. My final project is a day in the... Yeah, clear picture on that. However, I do know that Jackie O will tie the knot again with...
Thank you very much, Miss Dixon. Enjoy the wedding. Rose. Rose, what's the matter?
Oh, I don't know. I'm so confused, Jonathan. You see, do you mind that we...
Look, I don't care what anyone thinks. Lorraine and I are getting married, and that's final.
Lorraine, you marry him and you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Come on, girls.
Michael, you're making a very big mistake.
It's my life, Mom.
We can't let them go through with it.
Dorothy, they're adults.
Sage.
Well, we didn't. But it wasn't because I didn't try. Oh. I can still remember the night of the big rally before the homecoming game. Oh, there stood Ham, just handsome as ever. I walked over to him and asked him the one question that had been burning on my tongue for the last 4 years. Ham.
We had to feed the chickens, slop the hogs, muck the stalls. Please, I'm trying to eat here. And after I finished all that, I still had to take care of Larry, my one-eyed pig.
What did you people do? Run a farm for handicapped animals?
I won't ever ask you for anything again.
All right, I'll see you in a week. Now, I'll call myself collect tonight, and you'll tell him I'm not home, and that way you'll know I arrived. Coming! Roger! Roger, I can't tell you how sorry I am about what happened to Sparky. And how are you?
I've been better, Rose. I come to talk to you about this cat you sent me.
When I saw him at the pound, I knew he'd be just the cat for you. I named him Buster. Isn't he?
My name isn't Sophia Pahawkins.
Excuse me.
Rose, what the hell is going on? Wow, it's the man. Hello, Reverend Mother. Why you look holier than thou today?
Save it, Sister Suckup. How'd you explain this note I found in the suggestion box?
Well, you said we needed more money for the new chapel. I thought that would be a good fundraiser.
As it turned out, Stan's mother wasn't so bad after all.
Please, the woman wasn't human. I think she ate mice.
Hello? Charlie! Hey, everyone, it's Charlie Jr.
Try not to get all choked up.
Look, Dorothy, I appreciate what you did for me, but I got my own plans now.
Okay, Mom. Whatever you say.
She'll be buried in an unmarked grave in a potter's field.
Gee, that's too bad. Any more of that cheesecake?
Ange, how can you be so callous?
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pretend to be in mourning. Mrs. Claxton worked overtime at being a horrible, nasty woman.
Yeah, Blanche is right. I mean, that's why nobody wants to go to her funeral.
Sophia! After all this time, I was hoping you'd come.
I wouldn't have missed it.
You still got those beautiful eyes that light up a room.
I had cataracts.
Very becoming.
Okay.
It was our pleasure, Jamie.
See y'all.
Blanche, I love the girls, but they don't seem as old as you said.
It's the lighting.
Charming man.
And so handsome. Oh, as they say in St. Aug.
When I hear her coming, I hide. Gotta go.
Morning, Ma.
Good morning, pussycat.
Johnny, are you okay?
Never better. Why?
I just never seen you do anything domestic.
Dorothy, I've done the...
Very special person. And that's why on all your programs it says that the guest celebrity for tonight's show is
Presto!
Bob Hope!
Too happy. I mean, why am I so happy? Is this too good to be true?
You are such a pessimist, always looking on the dark side.
A fine pessimist I'd be if I didn't. Oh, girls group.
Oh, Dorothy. Oh, Dorothy.
Eyes met. Sonny fell into the orchestra pit. Lyle forgot his lines and went into Under the Yum Yum Tree. Except for the reviews, it was a magical night.
Sonny, Bono, and Lyle Wagner. Dorothy, this is an embarrassment of riches.
Well, I wanted...
It's weird. I wanted those 3 days over, and now that they are, I kind of feel I'd like some of it back. I mean, any second that door is going to open, and that doctor is going to tell me my future.
Your future?
That. I created an entire relationship in my imagination.
Oh, it wasn't in your imagination. There is something special between us. We appreciate each other. That's why you could help me see where I could do the most good. As a teaching priest.
Well, it's taken me a little while, but I hardly know him.
I suppose, but it feels like I've known him for ages, and that he's known me. Oh, I found the most wonderful man in the world, and I owe it all to the two of you. Doug Henning is the mayor of Palm Springs?
Just play the music, Rose.
Rose, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Well, I just thought you ought to know.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I won't bother you again.
Good night.
Oh, please, Blanche, please. I'm too scared to go back to my room. This kind of thing is always frightening.
I woke up, there she was in my arms, just as goofy and hungover as I was. I vowed then and there to have 20 more.
Well, what stopped you?
The drugs wore off.
Remember how Stan was working late when I went into labor with Kate, so I called you, Ma?
Yeah.
Let me get this straight. Blanche couldn't get the hang of Dirty Dancing, but you could?
Dorothy, now do you see why I'm so embarrassed? Can you imagine a dance with movements just like making love and I can't do it?
Relax, Blanche. Maybe standing up is what's throwing you.
Oh, they broke up. But the Sonia von Kugel Tuba Band is free.
Hi, I'm Jake Smolitz from VIP Catering.
Hello, I'm Rose Nyland from St. Olaf, Minnesota. These are my friends. This is Dorothy, and this is
Blanche Devereaux. Relatives that get to come to visit.
I wonder who that could be.
I'm sure it's no one.
Hi, it's me, Stan.
See, what did I tell you? Stanley, what do you want?
I need to borrow a car.
No.
Doesn't anybody want to know why I need to borrow a car?
No.
Oh, fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
It's like sex in the new Russia. Is it worth standing in line for?
Well, I've been working on a whole list of ideas that have nothing to do with sex, but they keep turning me down.
Oh, like what?
Well, things I think people would be interested in. Like, who's in charge?
What is it, Rose? Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. St. Luke's Hospital wants me to come in for some kind of test. That's where I had my gallbladder out 6 years ago.
Can I see it, Rose?
They throw organs out after surgery.
The letter, Rose. Might be Phil Rizzuto's. Notice the phrase, holy cow, creeping into her conversation.
Oh, Dorothy, you have nothing to worry about.
Oh, Blanche, of course I do. I am confronting the possibility that the woman I have lived with and known as for the guests.
All right. There's my little girl.
Daddy, I can't believe it's you.
Daddy? You mean you're dead, Daddy?
Yes. You see what lengths people went to come to your wedding.
I heard you, Graham. Well, each week you get a motherless girl and be her pal. You know, help her with her homework and take her to movies and have dinner together.
Well, that's very interesting. Maybe I could get involved with that.
You, Blanche.
Sure. Why, nothing would be more satisfying than to be of loving service to a lonely, motherless child.
Much to tell. He's a great guy, and I like him a lot.
Can't wait to meet him.
And his eligible doctor friend.
That's right. Well, he's very busy, but we'll have him over soon.
Well, when?
It's soon, I promise. Come on, Sophia, let's go.
Ma, have a wonderful trip and call me the minute you get there. And please, Ma.
I guess so, but I thought they'd have given us bodies by now.
What the hell made you think that people would be lining up to donate their bodies? God, we look like a reunion of Henry VIII's wives.
Come on, Dorothy, look on the bright side for... I don't know.
Oh, honey, please. We're really sorry.
Well, I might forgive you, but I can't speak for Baby.
Is there something we can do to smooth things over?
Well, a kiss on the...
Ma, you want the bed facing the TV or the one next to the window?
I want the bed next to Burt Reynolds.
Fine, I'll take this one. Ma, you all right?
Yeah. Just a little relapse from the pneumonia.
Turned out to be the most in love. That was certainly the case with Ollie Knopf-Stetlermeyer and Molly Jane Doe.
Ollie and Molly? Must we take yet another trip to Petticoat Junction?
Ollie was the mayor and our town's most respected citizen. He was also artistic. Blanche and Thor and I'll be out in the lanai, so you'll have the living room all to yourselves.
You were willing to do this?
Well, of course. Now, come on, let's go pick out the teeth you'll wear tonight.
You're talking to me all day long, and she never listens to me. Do you know what it's like to be totally ignored?
So how was your day, Rose?
The truth is, she's a sweet girl looking for a friend, and we do have a common bond. She used to be a newscaster, now she's just an assistant like me.
Look at the man's covering half the pictures on our wall.
I don't blame you for looking surprised, Blanche. There's a little more of me than there used to be.
Well, maybe a little here, a little there.
I'm Dorothy. How do you do?
How do you do?
This is my mother, Sophia. That's Rose.
Hello.
Let me handle this. Rose, you obviously had a very traumatic childhood. Now, I need to hear your whole life. I want you to start at the beginning and tell me your first memory.
Ma, I'm sorry. I didn't want your last days to be like this.
Close your eyes and think back. What do you see?
It's late.
It's from your friend Gladys at Shady Pine. She says Lillian was sent to Sunny Pastures.
You see, Ma, your friend is fine.
Fine, are you kidding? Sunny Pastures is the worst nursing home in the city. It's every old person's nightmare. That and a child-proof cap on the kale pectate bottle.
Passion.
Okay, see you manana, ladies.
Wait a minute. Where are you going? You've only been here 10 minutes.
So what? I'll be back tomorrow.
Ernie, listen to me and listen good. If you walk out that door right now, you can forget about ever coming back. I sound like I'm on Ryan's Hope.
He's always so guilty, he ends up giving the really expensive gifts to the wife.
Look, I didn't choose for things to happen this way. I tried to do the right thing, but the right thing was not right for me. I'm in love. And if there are sacrifices that have to be made, I can accept them. I'm happy. And that's what matters.
Welcome back, sweetheart.
It all happened so fast. He grabbed her. She bit him. He stuffed her in his calamari wagon and sped away. And that, dear grandchildren, is how my parents met.
Sorry about that. You get so many weirdos when you run an ad in the newspapers. Please sit down. Well, Are you ladies considering taking both rooms?
Oh, no, just me. Mother lives at the Shady Pines retirement home.
Oh, the Shady Pines. I know the Shady Pines is a lovely place.
It's a prison. I dreamt my Uncle Giuseppe came down from heaven and was pointing a finger at me. I think it was a finger. And he was warning me if I did a certain thing, I wouldn't get into heaven.
What thing?
Try murder.
It was just a dream, Sophia.
It's not just...
Thank you, Ma. That's very sweet.
Give me $20.
No.
Rose, did I say mother needs a child? I meant roommate. Give me $20.
What for?
Seoul, Korea, 1988, the Olympics. I'd like to be there competing for the USA. Contribute now and I'll make sure you get us here.
The very first night he was in America, his uncle took him to a movie. He felt more excited than he ever had in his whole life watching that movie because of the feeling he got sitting in that theater with all those other people, laughing together, getting scared together. He felt like those people were his friends.
Oh, goodness, no, of course I knew that. I'm not blind. Not that there's anything wrong in that. Of course, there's nothing so good about it either. Could we just go?
Great. What restaurant are we headed to?
Oh, Harvey's at the shore. Do you know it?
No, I don't.
Oh, you'll love it. It has a gorgeous view.
This Sven for one day and he falls for the first little floozy that turns his head.
Blanche, did something happen between you and Sven that we don't know about?
You didn't tell them about kissing me?
Kissing him?
Or stroking my hair?
Stroking his hair?
Or feeding?
Oh, darling. Oh,
He asked me to say goodbye.
oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
Boy, I could sure use a family hug right now.
Oh, darling. Oh, honey. Dorothy, you've had a rough day.
I'll tell you what. You go on and get into bed and I'll bring you a nice cup of hot chocolate.
You know, you told me that I'm your favorite.
Please, what favorite? Are you kidding? I thought I was dying. Favorite?
And he might even start looking for somebody to replace his first wife.
Yes, he might.
He might even be looking for ways to feel a little bit younger.
Yes, he certainly might.
But Daddy, is that any reason to get married? Just cause some pretty sexy, bouncy, bubbly young
Say, it's time to play Grab That Dough. Hands on buzzers. Let's begin with our trivia lightning round. What famous Tennessee Williams play was recently made into a film by Paul Newman?
Willard. Oh, I'm sorry. You're mad because you didn't get the part.
Well, you're darned right. Was Phyllis really better than me?
Much better.
Oh,
But you are a far more attractive woman.
I know. What's your point?
Well, Blanche, I've never done anything like this before. I mean, I hardly know you, but would you consider having dinner with me tonight?
Oh, yes. You're beautiful. Girls, look, this is one of her outfits for the pageant. I'm telling you, she's going to win this thing hands down. Sweetheart, sing your song for everybody.
Grandma, I'm tired. We've been rehearsing all day.
But if we don't rehearse, we don't win.
Blanche, aren't you getting a little carried away with this pageant?
Well, don't got a deal. 60. Oh, good news, Dorothy. I got your date for the banquet.
Ma, I'll get my own date.
Fine, pay 100.
Here, help me finish these invitations.
Hi, girls. Boy, am I stuffed. I must have sampled food from over 10 caterers.
Did you find one for the banquet? You're dying, not when you're on vacation. I've waited my whole life to ride Space Mountain, and nothing, you hear me? Nothing is going to stop me. Why are you always taking her side?
These years. Oh, I wonder why Italian men are so romantic.
It's the tight pants, Rose. So tell me, who'd you sign me up to bowl with?
Oh, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Well, I am stunned.
I know you're feeling cocky enough to wing it.
I came because I was thinking, At our age, the last thing you say to somebody might be the last thing you say. So, I just want you to know that I'm sorry, Sophia. I want to take you to the concert.
Bobby.
Cacciabella!
That was just a coincidence, Dorothy.
Hey, Al! I've been looking all over for you.
Really? I don't think I've moved from this spot.
Grammar in Mario's story for his English class. This is really terrific.
It's not terrific. It's just okay.
It is much better than okay. Blanche, I want you to listen.
Don't read it. You're going to embarrass me.
All right, I'll just read it from there to there, okay?
If you only read it from there to there, you'll miss the spirit of the whole piece. Take it from me.
Damn it, there is just nothing funny about that clown-fearing mama's boy.
He is not a mama's boy, and to prove it, he has agreed to bring his mother over here tomorrow afternoon so he can stand up to her in front of me.
Good for you, Blanche. But if confronting Mrs. Kennedy doesn't work, the three of you
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Yeah. Can be awkward.
I thought I could do it. I really did, and then I couldn't. You see, it would have been the first time since my husband died.
Hello? Oh, hello, Big Daddy. My mother? No, she's right here. Yeah, you take care, too. Bye-bye, Big.
Big Daddy? Big Daddy, how in the world are you? I'm just fine.
I'll be your partner, Rose.
Ma!
You think I can't take care of myself? You think I'm too feeble to go to Sicily? I'll show you who's not the woman she used to be. Come on, Blanche. I'm Rose. Simple mistake means nothing.
Rose, are you all right?
Cards.
We are not playing cards. We are playing gin rummy.
And she stinks at it. We've been doing it for 30 years. She hasn't beaten me once.
Yeah? Tonight's going to be different. Tonight, the 30 years of humiliation ends.
Ooh, I'm so scared. My dentures are chattering.
Hi.
Oh, Rose, honey.
Oh, my God. I don't believe it.
What?
Take a look. That's snow. Yeah, it's kind of light and wimpy, but it is snow.
White Christmas in Miami? Can you beat that?
Oh, this calls for some Christmas music.
Blanche, you don't understand. I wanted to give up the money and send baby home.
Darling, you can't do that.
We lied to Rose. We tricked her into jeopardizing the life of an animal just so we could make a fast buck. We have to tell her the truth.
Dorothy, I cannot let you do this.
Blanche, get out of my way.
I want that car, Dorothy.
And I hope I'm good at it. I don't have that much experience with women.
A big, strong, handsome thing like you, get out of here.
Well, it was nice meeting all of you.
That was an expression, Stan.
You know, I never thought I'd say... Oh, thank goodness we're home. That's the worst trip I've ever been on.
Blanche, how can you say that?
How can she say that? We lost our luggage. We slept in a hotel lobby. Our purses were stolen.
We won Zippo on the game show.
But we still have our friendship. We made up on the
Rosy cheeks, the bright smile, the distant, not quite there expression.
She looks that way every day. What's your...
Rose has been with the man. So what if I was with Ernie?
With Ernie? Oh, isn't that wonderful? Oh, honey, congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Makeup on with a butter knife doesn't make you Tammy Baker.
Forget it, Blanche. I'm not going to kill myself because you have the hots for some guy in a fancy car.
Dorothy, Larry is very important.
Girls,
You are my very best friends in the entire world, and I trust and respect you more than any people I know, so I want you to tell me the truth. Now, honestly, do you think I'm competent at what I do?
Based on the sounds from your bedroom, I'd bet you're damn near spectacular.
This is our slumber chamber, and, here's my, card. How may I be of service to you?
Well, Mr. Pfeiffer...
That's Pfeiffer. The P is not silent.
Mr. Pfeiffer... Friends! I mean, why did you do this, Stan?
I'm scared, Dorothy. I'm scared of being alone. This whole experience has made me feel so vulnerable, so mortal. Being here with you makes me feel secure. Sure, it's great having somebody cook your meals, clean your room.
It was 8.
So? It's happened to all of us, sweetheart, and we've all survived.
Never happened to me.
Oh, come on, Blanche. What, you were never rejected?
Well, once, but just once.
By who?
Wait, what job? He gambles all the time. What kind of future does he have?
Future, please. He's 85. The man's got so little time, he only uses the 10 items or less line at the supermarket. Look who came to say hello, Rocco.
Hello, Dorothy. Always a pleasure. Nice.
Likewise. I live here. Oh, you don't.
I live over on Dorado. It's about a 20-minute walk. But I usually take the bus.
Are you waiting for one now?
No, I'm...
Michael, that's wonderful.
Of course, Michael. It's wonderful. It's just, kind of sudden.
I know it seems sudden. Lorraine is her name. She sings with the band. We've only been going out about 4 months, but I've never been so sure of anything in my life. Mom.
At least for the next $8.
Dorothy, you owe me an apology. Your ad's right here.
Oh, Rose, this is the personals column.
So what?
So what? You put an ad in the personals column that said I will do anything for $8 an hour?
Oh, my goodness, no.
Daughter.
I'm very proud of the job you're doing, Dorothy.
Hello. Just a minute. Mr. Allen on the phone.
Oh, well, I wonder what he wants. He's never called me at home before.
And he's not calling you now either. It's for Dorothy.
Please? Yeah, I'd like to report a
But that wasn't a scheme, Sophia. That was a legitimate business.
And we lost our shirts. That's the beauty of this water thing. You can't lose. It's a ripoff, pure and simple.
What would you eat?
I have a confession to make. Ma, I came here to beg you for the last time not to get married. I didn't want you and Max together because it looked like you were cheating on Pop. I know it doesn't make any sense, but I still think of the two of you as being married, and I didn't want Max taking Pop's place, but...
That's where Aunt Liv will be.
Where should I be?
Right there. That's where Uncle Gunther will be. Oh, and it would help if you'd hum.
Is that part of the Viking funeral?
No, Uncle Gunther just hums a lot. If he has something important to say, he spells it out in salt. Unless he's quoting a song by the Four Tops.
Who knows when she'll be home?
Checkout time is usually noon.
You know, Blanche has been without a date for weeks. I know that because all the pictures on my wall are straight.
Hey, it's never easy. Each generation improves upon it in some way. Like, for instance, it was my great-grandmother who added heat. What did you add, Sophia? A mouthful of wine.
Ever since I was a little girl, when I first heard my parents whispering about the St. Olaf slasher. Slasher? Yes! Oh, he terrorized St. Olaf for months. In the dark of night, he'd sneak into an unsuspecting farmer's field and mercilessly slash his scarecrow to shreds.
Week in the barn. My nanny treated me just like I was her own kid. Excuse me.
Is there anyone here who doesn't think she was talking about a goat?
You want to be here, don't you? You've been having a wonderful time with Grandma, haven't you? Because if you haven't been, darling, well, we'll just leave right now.
She's on.
Showtime! She's not singing. Why? Why isn't she? What's happening out there?
Shut up, I think I hear something.
I don't hear anything.
What was that? Gunshots! Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God, that could have been Al. We have to do something.
You heard what he said. We're not to move. We have to wait till he comes back.
Yeah, but what happens if he can't come back? Oh, thank God you're all right.
Is everything...
A good provider, a good father for your children? Yeah. Okay. Now, I know no one wants to hear one of my stories right now.
It's usually a pretty safe bet, Rose.
But you need to know about my cousin Ingmar. Ingmar was different.
Look at it like you're making love to it.
It might help if you give her a reference she's more familiar with.
Okay, this is a rehearsal. We're going to run through it once, and then we'll do it for real. And go.
Guess what, Ma? I feel...
Share with me.
Man, we've been off the air for 2 minutes.
I know it. I'm talking to Chester on camera, too. Share with me, Chester.
Ma, are you home?
Give you swollen glands, sore throat, and all the other symptoms. Now, there are certain blood tests which we'll do, and if those results are abnormal, that combined with the exclusion of the other diseases will compose a profile that actually thousands of people fit.
So I really have something real.
I would say you most certainly do. But we should have our answers in a couple of weeks.
Ma, you scared me to death.
You scared me to death. You could put on a little makeup, there could be a single doctor. I'd like to know you're being taken care of. Or at least getting a little on the side.
I tell you, that is not why that highway patrolman was following us.
Blanche, please.
Dorothy? Oh, I thought you were out.
No, we ended the evening early.
You and Glenn have a disagreement?
Yeah, he thinks he should stay married.
You mean it's over? Look, we just came back to pick Sophia.
Blanche, when is Becky coming? I want to make sure that Ma's all moved into my room.
I'm picking her up at 10:30.
How come when company comes, I always have to sleep with Dorothy? How come I always get the short stick?
It's because you are the short stick. Put that down.
Why?
Since you're sleeping with me, no more liquid till Becky leaves.
She'd be angry because I didn't sweep under the bed. Gee, you're really a good liar. I know. That's why I'm studying to be a lawyer. See, I'm going to school at night, and the only time I have to study is when you all go...
By the curse. Besides, I'm doing this for your own good.
For my own good? The last time you said that, you volunteered me for psychological experiments.
Hey, the pay was good. And to this day, nobody can make it through a maze faster than you can.
Wants this marriage to happen. So instead of fighting, why don't we all sit down and try to figure a way out of this mess?
You like cheesecake?
Can Ella shatter glass?
find out just how.
Blanche! Now look here, Eddie. Now you listen to me. Dorothy has decided she wants nothing more to do with you. I can't understand why, because I think you have about the cutest ears I've ever seen on a man in my entire life. They make you kind of look like
About you. When Martha takes those pills or whatever and the life drains out of her, you're going to be in that room alone. What are you going to do, Ma? How are you going to feel?
I don't know, but I'll deal with it.
When my time comes, I sure want somebody to put me...
Easy, because you're afraid I'm going to fall apart. Damn it, why is this happening to me? I mean, this isn't supposed to happen to people like me. You must have gone to bed with hundreds of men. All I had was one innocent operation.
Hey, wait a minute! Get your bunny nose out of my butt. Let's just get some sleep.
Good night, Ma. Good night, Mo. Good night, Lowry.
I'm not going to be able to sleep. I'm on the wrong side of the bed.
Well, I usually...
Welcome, baby.
Hi, Dorothy.
Unfortunately, I'm not available. Unless, of course, you like jazz.
Well, I've got Dizzy Gillespie back at my place.
Does he like jazz?
Why don't we find out?
Okie dokie, Daddy-o.
I'm just telling you what she told me.
Sorry, Ma. I wasn't paying attention. I keep thinking about Rose.
Oh, just forget about her. If she doesn't want to be our roommate, that is fine with me. In fact, I'm happy she's leaving. You see how happy I am, Dorothy? You try it. Go.
If you don't mind, Blanche, I'll laugh on the inside.
I've decided the best thing for me is to go to a sperm bank and get artificially inseminated.
Why would you do something like this just to hurt me?
Mama, try to understand. I can't pass a carriage without looking in.
Convinced I'd blown it. I was sure I'd made a bad first impression. But then I met Rose, and I realized I could have shown up naked playing a ukulele and still gotten the room.
Oh, it's been such a lovely day. Mr. Sunshine really gave us one of his biggest and brightest smiles. Oh, I feel like putting... Oh, this is all my fault. Let me do it. Oh.
And now my beautiful assistant will step into the magic box.
Alfonso, I need to make an announcement.
Yes, well, take your time. I forgot the
Just in there.
So was I. I went to put back your laundry. And I see there's a man on the bed, so I introduced myself. But he doesn't answer. He's dead.
He's shy. He's very shy.
Didn't sound so shy last night.
Okay, fine. Let a dead guy lie there. It's going to be 98 degrees today. It won't be pretty.
Man leech with an airbag in her headboard. And I'm sorry I said you were insensitive.
Apology accepted.
Okay, Dorothy, hand me those pictures. I think it's time.
More civilized manner.
You're right. I apologize for Dale. So do I.
Well, good night.
Good night.
I'll see you at noon for lunch.
And 6 for dinner.
10 for dancing.
Midnight for dessert.
Dessert at midnight?
Cards.
We are not playing cards. We are playing gin rummy.
And she stinks at it. We've been doing it for 30 years. She hasn't beaten me once.
Yeah? Tonight's going to be different. Tonight, the 30 years of humiliation ends.
Ooh, I'm so scared. My dentures are chattering. Hi.
Oh, Rose, honey.
And since you brought up Guam, why don't we talk about geography for a little bit?
You want to see some geography, lady? I'll show you some geography.
Whoa, Kovac!
What we call this on the planet Plower, huh? Oh, yeah, quit taking Mrs. School Teacher like that's really going to shut me up.
What do I do now? I never thought I'd ever be saying this in my wildest dreams. And you know just how wild they can get. What I'm trying to tell you, Simon, the last time we made love was the last time. Guess it's just lucky that we took those snapshots.
Yvonne, we are desperate women. You've got to help us.
I know just what you need. Aerobics. It's what I do.
But Yvonne, you're much younger than they are.
I know you'll love aerobics. It stretches every muscle in your body.
Honey, I've been...
Well, finally I get to meet the infamous Dorothy. Boy, has Trudy told me stories about you, too.
I bet she has. We had such a great time back in high school.
Like the time you and Trudy ran against each other for class treasurer.
You know, back in St. Olaf, I ran for president of the Bull Castration Club.
Portion.
What didn't you declare, Blanche?
You.
Me?
And Rose and Sophia. I think over the past 5 years, I might have forgotten to mention that y'all are living here with me and paying rent.
We just slipped your mind?
Well, of course not, darling, but you know I think of you girls as family.
You didn't have to do that.
Hope you like it. It's very popular in Minnesota. It's a maple syrup, honey, brown sugar, molasses, Rice Krispie long. One for each of you.
How sweet. How incredibly sweet.
Come on now, we've got to get you two Sally with that tramp if you didn't sleep with her.
Now, come on. Blanche may be a little loose, but she's not a tramp.
Okay, here they are, the names of all the men I have dated since my husband died.
What do you know? The tramp keeps records.
Dorothy, most of the men in these pages just fantasized. Okay, let's see. You said 8 years ago, spring? That starts right here. I'm going to prove to you I am not a sexually indiscriminate person.
Well, her name isn't Bed.
Wait a minute. It says right there, you slept with a traveling salesman.
In fairness, it says that on her license.
I'm not saying I want her to go to prison. I'm saying if she goes to prison, we have the theme for the party.
Girls, do I have news for you?
Rose, where have you been?
Trying to get hold of the fire inspector who inspected Shady Pines. I just wanted to double check that there wasn't anything wrong with the building.
That's Dr. Ashton.
Listen, you know, I really don't think this operation is a good idea.
Oh, Mrs. Bornak, relax. You have nothing to worry about. It's a simple surgical procedure. I'm sure everything will be fine. Here, I'll leave these forms so you can look them over, and I'll see you in the morning when I get back from court.
Look, wait a minute. I want to...
Well, how much more can you see?
I don't know, but I'm going to move down front and find out. Dorothy, what time did Mario say he was coming over?
As soon as he hears from the judge.